Reverend Rob Lee. Bold, smart, and straight to the point. This is Tarot with an Attitude.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tarot with an Attitude. I am your host, the Reverend Rob Lee, and bangarang, man, it's good to see everybody here tonight. We adjusted some lights, so my lighting's like a little, hello. So just bear with me, and we'll see what happens. But right now, hey, I'm looking good. So we'll go from there and see what happens. So, all right, our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, I want you to please put your spirit down upon me and have your messages come through and not mine. I want you to get my thoughts in order, have me be available, and the best messages from you for the betterment of anybody that's asking a question come through. Wrap your loving arms around us, protect us. Anyone who views this video, have protection around them so nothing is permitted to touch them except what comes from you or is of their higher power. With all that we ask it, so mote it be. All right. Let's get this party going right out of the gate. I am going to use tonight the This Might Hurt deck, and I will not be reading reversals. So here we go. Let's find out what's going on. Hello, Miss Deborah, Cynthia, everybody. I see y'all. Cynthia, Sierra Del, Maria, Erica, y'all are up on deck. So here we go. Cynthia, I accidentally stumbled across a family secret yesterday. It makes perfect sense. I would love verification, clarification, and maybe a vacation. Thank you. All right. Cynthia, let's see what's going on. So we're just going to ask Spirit. We're going to pull 3 cards and say, what does Cynthia need to know about this information? So here we go. We're going to cut the cards a couple of times like this. Boom, boom, boom. And Cynthia, here we go. The first card we look at, you got the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles means something is coming to an end. Maybe something is, you said you were wanting a vacation. It's maybe some knowledge is coming to your real world that's allowing you to be able to bring something to an end and actually realize something in your life to bring some peace. But it's in the real world. It's in the Pentacles. It's in something substantial or, that you can touch, feel, that type of thing. On top of that, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is here saying, this is knowledge that's been given to you because you sought it out or you saw it. Somebody's answering a question for you. And this High Priestess is here saying, I need you to combine this knowledge with your intuition. And therefore, that's how you're going to make all of this work together for you, for your good. It's going to be very important that you follow your intuition on this thing right here, whatever's going on, and that you look to personal knowledge. Don't doubt whatever's going on. Finally, what we have, we have the 6 of Cups. This is going to bring some fond memories. It's going to bring back some things to help you maybe understand the past. This is things that is coming out about the past. But the 6 is about finding that victory. A lot of times we would say somebody from the past may reappear. You might be dealing with somebody from the past. But in this case, you might have learned some information about somebody in the past. But this is supposed to help you make a decision and be able to find some clarity. I'm going to go ahead and throw another card. And we got the 4 of Cups. This is going to help you break through in that emotional state. And you might have felt like you've been blocked, held in place, or whatnot. And this is going to give you that peace of mind to let you move forward and go ahead. Wow. Let me know what happens and let me know how that came out for you, Cynthia. Banger. All right. Let's see what's going here. Mixing up the cards. Sierra Del, I think you're next. Let's see what we've got going. Folks, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe, hit the like, and share. I need that. It helps. Makes me feel good. All right. if nothing else. Tamana, welcome. Glad to see you. You're on. There's several people ahead of you, but I'll get to you. Be patient. In the meantime, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do me a favor, share what's going on. All right, Sierra and Dell. Hey, Rev Rob, what message does Spirit have for me? Please and thank you. So let's find that out right now, okay? Sierra and Dell wants to know what message Spirit has for her right now. All right, good to see you, Sierra and Dell. Glad to see you back. Everything going on. So we're going to do a quick cut. After the shuffle, this message is from Spirit for Sierra and Dell. Sierra and Dell, one of the things we've got here is the Knight of Wands. You know, the Wands is the fire. Here's that thing. What Spirit is saying, there is something that you're wanting to do, maybe involved with from the past or not. I always see this Knight is looking into the past. There might be something you need to take care of or something you're wondering about. Take care of it. Take action. Knights are always about taking action. And this is about something you feel kind of passionate about, that willpower, all of that things. But this is saying it's time to move. It's time to move forward on whatever it is you're wanting to do. And taking care of maybe something in the past might help you do that. You know, that's followed. Wow, you're getting a lot of wands here. So this is in and around whatever you're doing. And I really feel like this is having something to do with your past. Look at all the arrows that are going that way. When I read a card and everything's moving to the left, I see even the animals are running. There's something from the past that this is movement, all right? The Eight of Wands is all about movement. Everything's running, everything's fleeing. Don't flee from your past. Is there something or flee now and trying to get back to your past, okay? Look at what's going on here. This is we might be looking at another card here. But this is a lot of fire. This has to do with something that's going on, all right? And either you need to run back to your past, or it's time for you to just start moving and remember the things that you need to take with you, and don't bring unnecessary stuff with you. Yeah, we got the Seven of Cups. This is about you making choices, all right? Whatever the choices you have, you get to make the best decision that's for you. And what I'm really getting here is you need to remember things you've learned from the past. When you're making these choices, remember things that have happened, what has worked for you, what hasn't. Have you learned some valuable lessons? In these, there are many choices, some good, some can be a little troublesome. But make sure you're making the right choice for you and what you need to do. That Seven of Cups is something, don't rush. Just it's time to move, but you're going to have to make a choice. Ultimately, we have the Magician here. And what's the first thing up top? The Wands. The Magician is saying this is all on you. This is you making or creating something from you've been given all the tools, and you can do whatever this is that you're trying to do, or wherever it is you need to go. Remember, you have the power. You were given the power at birth. Spirit is with you. Fire, Pentacles, Cups, Swords. There's the will. There's everything you need in the world that's been given to you to use. Cups, emotional stability, finding out, knowing emotionally how to handle this and whatnot. And then the Swords, being able to communicate, talk about it, know what's going on, but use your intelligence to help you make all of this decision, whatever's coming your way and whatever's happening. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. So, Sierra and Dell, y'all, if you got a question, put it in there. Let us know. More people coming in, and let's see what's happening. Here we go. I'm going to catch this real quick. Cynthia, I feel free because of this information that cleared up so many questions. Well, there you go. And unknowingly, you may have been looking for this answer, and Spirit finally gave it to you. So thank you very much. I hope I helped in this, and I hope that the message helped from Spirit. So now, let me get back here. Maria, May I ask for a general for the next 4 days? Absolutely. Let's see what's going on. Maria wants a general for the next 4 days. Here we are. Let's find out what's going on. I'm going to do a shuffle, and then we'll do the cut. Maria would like a general for the next 4 days. Okay. Maria, you asked for these quite a bit, and that's fine. I love the way you're direct, and we go right for it. I'd like to know how these work out for you. Okay. If you could just let us know, they've really helped. They found guidance. You found peace in them. If it hasn't, let us know. But let's see what's going on here. Let's get back here. Do the cut. So Maria, next 4 days, we're going to do this. The Four of Cups is coming up first. And it's four cups. This is one of the things you might be going through the next 4 days and become a little complacent. Be careful. There's a gift that's going to come in behind you that you might not see. If you just don't take everything for granted. Then we've got, look at the fours here, okay? The Four of Swords. Don't get up. There's something that's going on. It's going to get you in your head. Don't get up in arms about it. It's not going to be worth the energy. It's not going to be worth the effort. Save your energy for a true fight. So we have the Four of Cups emotion, Four of Swords here, this whole mental capability and communication. You don't get in a fight over something that's mentally throwing you off. Don't let it. Don't give it the energy that somebody's going to want to throw at you with it. Now, we have the Knight of Swords. So here we go with swords again. The Knight. Everything's moving in here. What you have to be careful of with the Knight of Swords is the Knight of Swords will tell you, I've got to take action, and we throw caution to the wind and get everything going. Be careful with taking action. You do need to take action, but be careful and be mindful of your other senses, emotions, and other people. Knight of Swords can become so strong, they're actually a little bit overwhelming. So be careful with that. And ultimately, what we're looking at here is the King of Swords. The King is saying you have to, now look, we're still mobile, all right? But you need to slow down, and whatever's happening this week, really give it that contemplation. Think of it like a father would, a grandfather. Some of those figures, they're going to move forward, but maybe they might need the help of somebody else. Or, you know what? We're going to keep moving forward. We're going to see this, but we're going to go 1 foot at a time. So if anything I could tell you was what was going on for you, Maria, is move forward, find out what's going on, use your brain, don't become complacent, but don't go off half-cocked either. Go slow. This is that real, just stay moving forward and think and use your brain and communicate every step of the way. Bang. All right, Maria. Let's see what's happening. Erica, may I have a general reading? Let's find out what's going on for Erica and see what's going to happen here. Getting the cards mixed back up. Y'all know I like to separate the cards out. I'm going to take a drink here so I can kind of slow myself down. My coffee. I got my coffee back tonight, so that's what we're going to do. So, Erica, may I have a general reading? Here you go, Erica. Let's find out what's going on. Do a quick shuffle. Find out what's happening. Bring this back up. And we are going to do the cut and come here. So now, Magician, general reading. This Magician, wow, he's popping up tonight. And it's a reminder for everybody. The Magician here is you are born, you are given, you have the power to take care, create your own magic, find out what's going on, whatever you want to do. It's on. Don't wait for somebody else to give it to you. You get to create and do the things you want to do, okay? You have the power. You might have to think to find a way around it. You might have to put some emotions aside or get emotionally about it. It's going to deal with your physical world, but whatever it is, and even the fire to get it done, It's on you to know that you can do this, whatever's happening. We are back to the Knight of Swords, and this is coming up for a reason. I separate all the cards out when I do a reading for a reason. The Knight of Swords. Here's what I want you to see. There might be something, I'm really picking up that there might be something coming at you from the past, okay? But this is going to be up here, all right? You might remember something you were supposed to do, something that was supposed to happen. I want you to, whatever feel like it is, you need to take care of that business, all right? Whatever's going to give you that mental stability here, but you can't do it by throwing everything else aside. We have the Empress. What a beautiful card. You know, the Empress, creating something beautiful. Mother Nature. This is it. You're going to have this ability to make something beautiful and remember who you are, the power that you have, the gifts you were given. You know, out of 3 cards, 2 of these are major arcana. All right. And that's saying this is important in your life. You need to understand you have power, you have ability, you are beautiful, and you can create something awesome. Okay. You can build something fantastic. Look here. Ultimately, the 9 of Pentacles. This is manifesting things into the real world. You have this ability. That 9 is about manifesting, bringing things to conclusion, bringing things to an end, something you've been working for in the real world. It's about to come through for you. So take a look at that and make sure you know what's going on. Wow. Bang. Okay. Let's mix these cards up again. So let's see what's happening here. All right, who we got up next? That was Erica. All right, we got Julianne. Julianne, Spiritual Alchemy. Hi, Rev Rob. May I please have a general for the next week, please? Absolutely. All right. So Julianne is wanting to know what's going on. What does she need to know about the next week? All right. I'm picking up that you're going to get, I don't know why, my wife laid divining rods up here on my desk today because I have them and they needed to get put up. I was messing with them or whatnot. So she laid them there, and all of a sudden I just saw these. There's going to be something you're going to have to figure out, is what I'm feeling. Use your intuition. Make sure you're using your feeling. Spiritualness, ask God, ask the mother for help, all right? And guidance, and listen, listen, listen. So here we go. Let's find out. This is for Julianne. Glad you were here tonight, Julianne. Great to see you. All right, here we go. We're going to do this. I'm going to shuffle these one more time. I don't stop shuffling until Spirit kind of lets me know we're good. All right, and let's see what's happening. So here we go. Find out what's going on. All right, let's go here. These here, here. And here we go, Julianne. Wow, the world card. Things have been looking good. Things are going for you. There's something you're going to come into in the next week that you're going to, all of a sudden, it's going to be this huge aha moment. It's about learning, or your knowledge is going to be needed and it's going to be used. 21 makes the 3. Remember, that comes back to that Empress, and you creating something beautiful, the Trinity, all of that, that's coming back in this card. But it's about ascending, finding the answers, knowing what's going on. And that's what we see right now in next week going on for you. The 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups, this is about doing what you love, creating something that you love. This is all good. This is great, great news. Creating and manifesting something that makes you happy, that brings you joy, and creating something beautiful. You know what we've got here now? Look at this. Everybody, I don't know why the Magician's popping up tonight. It's our card of the evening. But Spirit is trying to let people know, stop giving away your power. And Julianne, this is especially for you. Don't give away your power. Claim your power. Know who you are. And y'all, some of this, might be talking to me a little bit too. It's a reminder of, I have made you, I have given you gifts, I have given you things that you need to be able to move forward in your life. You claim them, you own them, use them as above, so below. This is one of those things where the magician has been given to you, Julianne, to remind you it's on you. You're not helpless. You can make all of this happen, and it's through some of the work you've already done. Ultimately, we have the Fool. This is nutso, okay? The Fool. You know, some of these blind make him look like an idiot, like, oh, he's stepping off the mountain. In certain decks, the dog is barking like crazy, and they're like, the dog's trying to warn him. If to me, this dog looks like he's having just as much fun. But the White Rose talks about the purity of this moment. He's packed a bag, kept it light, not bringing the whole things with him. There's a whole journey. He doesn't know where it's going to go or where it's going to end, but he's willing to take it. He's willing to find happiness in the flower and in the journey and see what's going on. And that's the same thing for you, Julianne. You're going to have to take this journey. You're going to have to step out in some things in faith. Have that faith. This is loyalty. Spirit is there. Your guardians are there. Everything. There's people that are loyal to you. There are angels that are loyal to you. They'll follow with you to make sure you're okay. Wow. That, okay. Julianne, that was huge. All right. So that's what you've got. Let's see what's happening here. And we'll move forward. Going to take another sip of my coffee. All right. I got Tamina. I don't know. I don't want to mess up your name. It's not in. And I've got Corinne and JKG. So they're all coming up here real quick. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. Make sure if you want to reach out to me, down below in this one, there is my link tree where you can get to tarotwithanattitude.com. Click on book a session. You can book a session with me. We have fun. We laugh. We cry. Things are good. I've never had anybody regret a session. Okay. So this is something where we will go into a lot more detail. So if you're really wanting some answers, you got something going in your life, hook up with me, find out what's going on. Also through there, my wife, Gillian, she does crystal healing. We both do Reiki healing, distance Reiki healing, and I can do some sound healing. I can do counseling on spiritual Christian counseling, things like that. Everything to do, reach out. I would appreciate it. Also, down below are ways to just simply make a donation. Anything would help. I appreciate it. All right. It's not a requirement to get a reading. I'm just telling you it's down there. Everything is appreciated. So here we go. To Tamana MSP. All right. Will my life get better? I'm going to be surprised if I don't see that magician with that question. Okay. What are you doing to make it better? All right. Now, this is tarot with an attitude. This is where the attitude comes in. Don't get mad at the messenger, because all this comes, everybody that knows me will tell you, it comes with love. Okay. If you keep wondering if your life's going to get better, everything will keep coming at you the way it's been coming. It's better said, I need things to get better. Things are going to get better. Can you confirm that things are going to get better? Start changing the way you're thinking and seeing our way out of it. And you know what? That's easier said than done. A lot of times when there's depression or things that are going on, death, breakups, any of these things, okay, job loss, whatever, it feels like the world's crashing in, all right? And it becomes very easy to slip into oppression or go, is my life going to get better? It will if you make it better. So let's take a look and find out, what does Tamana need to know about making her life better, about making this happen. So here we go. Add to the stage. Boom. We're going to go here, 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 Tamana. So the first card I have for you, the Three of Wands. Remember I said the way you talk, the way you're doing. The Three of Wands is like, be patient. There's always, look, she's looking out at a very calm beach scene, okay? But it's one of those things of like, when is it my turn? Yes, but she's got her tools, she's doing her work, and she's looking out. She has taken some action, all right, and has now said, I have to wait, let spirit do, let things work. This is about patience, okay? And I know it's hard. I really feel like something you're going through is really, really hard. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, that divine mother, Raphael, fly to her with your legions and put your arms around her. We're going to bring Raphael into your life right now so you can feel some healing, you feel some love, you can feel some kindness. We're going to bring that loving energy in. We're going to bring everything from above, below, and we're going to bring this. This is going out to everybody. I want everybody to take a moment. You are going to feel this energy wash all over you. Spirit is saying, I am here. Raphael is there. All of the archangels are there because we're supposed to remember we are blessed. We were blessed with spirit. Spirit is around us. And you know what, Tamana? This is just a reminder. Feel it right now. Feel their wings. Feel the air. Feel your body vibrate. Feel everything as that energy just washes over you and everyone in the audience. So make sure you understand that's what's going on, and this is what you need. So, the Empress, things are beautiful. Sometimes when we get down, nothing is beautiful. Okay? When we get low, when things are happening, we have to stop and remind ourselves to look at the beauty and what I can create, what I can do. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt and then it's not hard, but something beautiful is coming for you. You have to be a part of it's happening. Then we get here, Three of Pentacles. What I've got here is teamwork. There's going to be some people that you might need to rely on. You're needing some guidance, maybe a little bit of support. And you might be one of those people, from what I'm feeling, that's a little bit proud and you don't want to tell everybody you're having a hard time. Now is the time to say, I need help rebuilding myself, building my life back up, support, and find out what's going on. You will get that from those people that are working with you in your life that have your best interests at heart. Rely on them. Find out what's going on. Death card. This is going to pass. You know what? Something has happened, but this had to happen, and you had to go through it to be able to see something new in your life. We have the Priestess, the Empress, and we have the Death card all in the same pulling here. All right? This is something beautiful. This is one of those things where you have to remember sometimes we've got to let go of things to be able to bring something new in. And maybe there's something here that you should be letting go of. Only you know that. Remember I said priestess? It was like a Freudian slip. There she is, the high priestess. Listen to your intuition. You have knowledge. You know what to do. Some things that can be happening. And some of these things that you need to do, they may not be easy, but you know you need to do them. Remember who you are, the knowledge you have, and the power you possess to be able to move forward and turn your life into anything you want. Bangarang. Okay, that's Tamana. Wow, what a powerful reading. All right, Corinne. All right, Corinne A. Ramirez, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome, Bangarang. For my new people that are popping in, hit the subscribe button. But we say Bangarang. It's our thing. That's our tribe. We are the Barefoot Bangarang tribe. We believe when we're having problems or when we're not, get grounded. Get your feet on the ground. Even if you're in the city, in an apartment like I am right now, I can put my feet on the ground and feel the building and the anchors and everything that go deep into the earth and bring that up into my feet to get grounded and to bring it up. We want to get grounded. We want to remember that what we're trying to do, the bangarang, whatever we put out is what we're going to get back. These are the things that's very important to remember. And the bangarang, the beautiful part of it is what we're trying to do is help you reclaim your magic so you can fly. That's what the bangarang is all about. Big message, one word. That's what it are. That's what it are. That's what it is. All right. Can I get a reading? I'm feeling confused on some things I'm going through with my son. Welcome to the club, Karina. Know the feeling? Know it well. All right. Parenthood's a wonderful thing, ain't it? You will always go through this, and then one day when everybody matures out and things, it seems to slip into neutral, and everything you were hoping for will actually turn out and be okay. So let's find out what's going on. All right. Here we are. One more shuffle for Karina. All right, Karina, let me bring this up. Oh, Karina's going through something with her son. Okay. So she's feeling confused and just wants some help. So let's find out what we've got here. Okay. Karina, your light card, the first card, stop worrying. Let the worry go. Sleep it off. Bigger things are going to happen. That's what the Four of Swords is all about. Build a solid base to say, you know what? I don't need to fight all these battles. Some of them are going to take care of themselves. Let it go. Years later, you might look back and go, wow, I was so worried about this, and there were other things. This talks about saving your energy for a real battle. Okay? Chill out, relax. You know, we've got the Six of Cups. You're worried about your children, things that have done on, and they might be going against some of the things that you taught them. That's what kids do. All right. And you're looking back and you might even be reminiscing. Where's my sweet baby? What's going on? How did all this happen? You know what? That's life. And that's some of these kids finding out on their own. But you have to stand your ground to remind them of the basics that you taught them. Okay? Hold your own. He's going to go through it. But remember the good times, the happy times. And what I'm really picking up here is remember, you've given them some good essentials. They'll have it. They'll remember it at some point. Okay? You know, we have the star. You know, sometimes it feels hopeless. The star is all about hope. All right? And healing. This is it. Finding that balance. The water on the rocks, the stars looking up, being able to find directions. Stop trying to figure this all out on your own. Spirit, you have spirit guide, at least one spirit guide, if not two, almost like grandparent figures or something. I don't know, but they're trying to tell you this is okay. We're going to help you. You need to move slow, listen, pray, meditate, whatever that looks like for you. But then listen, sit still and listen. When look up, and guess what? The stars will help you find your way. And this is where we go. 5 of Wands. There's drama. There's always going to be drama. Okay? And don't get caught up in all the drama. Okay? Sometimes kids have to go through the drama and you have to step back and say they'll figure this out. And it's hard. It's hard because we want to pop in and be super parent for our kids so they don't go through the crap we went through. They have to go through the crap we went through. It's called growing up. It's called learning their lesson. So stay out of this drama, okay? Don't be a part. Don't be a part of creating the drama. Is also going to be another thing. Don't give them something to anchor onto to make the drama with you, okay? Let them deal with their drama and just let them come to you when they need advice. That's what we need to do, okay? And finally, the Three of Pentacles. You're in this together, okay? I don't know if there is another parent involved here or not, but it's all working together. Don't work with somebody that's working against you, okay? Call them on it. Be a leader. But at this point, this is what we're saying. There's more than one person. If you need somebody else, you also have, like I said, have more than one entity surrounding you that is helping you make decisions. Use that, follow that, and everything will come out okay. All right? Breathe. All right? Wow. Bangarang. Okay. Let's bring that down. Love to hear some of that stuff and find out what's going on. Let's see here. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Here we go. Let me. JKG. What can I do to change Vanessa's mind about firing me? You know what? You can't control what other people think and what other people do. All right? You have to relinquish that. The only thing I'm telling you right now is if you need to say I'm sorry, apologize. All right? She's going to make the decision she's going to make. Okay? I don't think there's anything magical you can say. So let's just ask what you need to know about what's possibly coming with Vanessa so you know how to handle it or what to do, you know? All right, here we go. Let's bring this up. So after the cut, 3 of Wands. You know what? You've already made your case. You got to sit back and be patient. You got to let some things take its course. You know, find out what's going on, but then don't push. Look at her just sitting here looking out of the window. That's the first piece of advice for you. Don't overthink it. Don't manipulate. Don't try to correct it. Right now, all you can do is say, this happened. I'm sorry. It will not happen again. And let them ponder it. If you push it, you might push them into a decision that you don't want. We have the moon. There are things going on here in this decision that you are not aware of. I feel like there might be a third party involved, either her boss, another boss, something else that's going on that's making this decision. What I want you to do, again, don't let the emotional sea monster come up and take control and cause you a problem. You have the choice. Do I come at this as tender as the dog or mean like the wolf? How do I attack this? We have both in us. Easy. Use your intuition. Let it go. Let the moon light up and show some things. The moon is there to show and highlight some things that are hidden in the darkness. This is the true intuition card, okay? But most importantly, use that intuition, not emotion. This is going to be the big thing. You know, 6 of Pentacles. If you've already said, I'm sorry, that's all you can do. Show your penance. You're not going to pay her or anything else. But 6 of Pentacles is talking about things happen. You're going to come through this, whether it's at this job or another job. What I'm seeing here is it's all going to work out in the end, no matter what's going on or what's happening. It's going to be okay. You know, 10 of Cups. You know, this is an emotional fulfillment. This, I don't know if the job's coming to an end or all of this, but something's going to change and it's all going to work out for your better good. Okay? Everything's going to be okay. All right? Wow. Banger. Let us know. We'd love to hear what's happening, what's going on with you, and what's happening in this situation. So keep us posted. Also, everybody, you can get me at, like I said, tarotwithanAttitude.com or tarotwithanAttitude@gmail.com. All right? That's one of the ways you can reach me. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go Jane Spitfire. Oh, okay. I am Cancer woman. What will happen this month to me? Kind of depressed. You know, Bridget and I were talking about a lot of people fighting that right now. All right? A lot of things going on astrologically or whatnot. Look it up. All right? But we're in the Lionsgate. The main portion of the Lionsgate portal just happened on the 8th. Now we're on the downside. This is a good time to take action and say, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to bring in? That energy is there for you right now. You need to take a look at it. So what's going to happen to me? Kind of depressed. All right. What are you doing to change that? That's an important question. A lot of people don't want to answer that question, or they just want something to change. Well, my wife has a saying, you don't like where you're at? You're not a tree, move. Okay? We were given the power. That's the reason that magician kept coming up earlier a lot. And I think that's what we're going to see. So going to cut here, bring this over here. And your first card, Eight of Wands, movement. Is there something that this card always confuses me, particularly in this deck, okay? Are you chasing something from your past? Movement's going to need to be done. Are there some amends that need to be made? Or is your past catching up with you, but it's time to move? No matter what happens, whatever's going on, you're going to have to take movement in this situation. It's not just going to be sit here and let everything clear up. It's going to require an action on your part. We have the King of Cups. Wow. This is being emotionally stable. Guess what? I have to take charge of my depression. I have to take charge of my feelings. There are going to be times I have to get up and walk outside in the sunshine and just tell myself, we're happy. Say out loud, I am fantastic. Okay? Put that out in the energy, put it out in the air, and understand it's up to you to ultimately control your emotions and have these emotions come back to you. It's not everything that's happening around you, it's how you're dealing with everything that's happening around you. So remember, we have our own choices of how to handle that. We've got the Death card. What I'm seeing here is, again, something old's got to go away. Something's got to be let go of and be done so something new can drive, whether it's an old way of life, whether it's a person, whether it's a car, whether it's a job, whether it's an animal. Some of these things we have to let go of, all right, so something new can come in its place. Are you holding on to something from the past a little too tightly, all right, and therefore nothing new can grow in its place? This is very, very important for you. The Two of Pentacles. You know what? You're going through a rough time right now. We're juggling. In the real world, there are real world issues that are happening. It's going to be okay. But the Two of Pentacles is saying you're going to have to juggle some things for a little bit, but it's all going to work out. The twos are about duality, your good versus your bad, your masculine versus your feminine. We all have both aspects. But this is what's happening when we're dealing with juggling emotions and then juggling the stuff in the real world. This is important for you to understand that that's what's going to be. Two of Wands, start making a plan, know where you're going, know what you're doing, and that way you can start working on it and moving forward. Wow. Banger. What's your plan? What's your plan? That's very important. All right, I've got Sparkle coming up. Mainly Mystics, good to see you. Michaelina and Grace Rudenko. All right, be right there. I'm mixing the cards up, getting some things going. So, bangerang, Jane, let's see what's happening here. Sparkle. Sparkle. Everybody needs a little sparkle. And hello from England. Will Alistair and Claire get back together, please? That's up to them, sweetie. I wish I could give you that answer, okay? What can you do to help them get back together? That's what we have to do, not just go, oh, are they going to get back? Somebody can tell you anything. But you know what? Alistair and Claire are in charge of their future and their lives. They have to take the action, no matter what the right thing is. And guess what? We've all, at some point, made the wrong choice. All right. But the possibility is to make the right choice. What we need to know is what you can do to help. So let's take a look at this. And Sparkle, what I've got is, you know what? I'm really kidding here. Oh, we got the Four of Cups. Stay out of it. Sit still. Let things happen. If they come to you, make sure if you're going to give knowledge, you're giving good, honest feedback and knowledge. Gifts will come. Don't get caught up in it and let things happen on their own between them and support them. Seven of Wands. You don't need to get defensive over either one of them or who they are. Everything I'm getting for you is stay out of it. Okay? Absolutely stay out of it. Yeah, look here. The Page of Wands. You know what? All you can do, look at the wands, all right? Seven of Wands, Page of Wands. One of these things with the Page is that childlike spirit. He loves you. She loves you. However you're involved in it, and that's it. But you have to live your own life and show them happiness and joy. That's the biggest thing I can see for you right now. Eight of Pentacles, just pay attention to the details. They've got to do the work. They've got to work on the details of their relationship, not you. Okay? So, probably not what you wanted to hear, and I'm sorry, but that's what I'm seeing. Bangerang. All right, Sparkle. Good luck. Hope everything goes well. Mainly, Mystics, it is good to see you. Can I get a general, please? You can get anything you want, Mainly, Mystics. It is so good to see you. Hope everything's doing well for you. And let's get these cards going. I am using the This Might Hurt deck tonight. Something spoke to me on that about this deck. And let's see what's going on. All right. This might hurt. Mainly Mystics. Can I get a general? Jill needs to know what she needs for a general reading. Let's find out what's happening. All right. Here we go. Bring up this and find out what's happening. So, Mainly Mystics. The Hermit. Take some time. It might be some question about what's going on, but you've got to walk your own path. You know these cards as well as I do, okay? But what I find interesting here is this Hermit looking to the left, looking at the past, what went on, what happened. And I think we're analyzing what works, where we go. Now, I don't know if this artist just had a penchant for everything looking left, but when I see this, that reminds me, she is not looking down. There's a cliff. She's wanting to see what's there. What I'm really seeing is, how did I get here? And this might be a piece of you remembering how you got to where you are. Okay? Now, when we go from there, look at what we got here. The Five of Swords. Okay? You know what? Bear with me. What I'm picking up here is somebody may have hurt you and they were close, and you're like, how did we get here? Okay? What happened? And somebody wanted to win a battle, but they didn't care if they lost the war or not. This Five of Swords is always talking about that. Be careful. And I can't see you doing that, but at the same point, that temper and saying something that might be irreversible to kill an argument, just be careful. Whether this is coming from you or from somebody else, remember, something's hurt, something's going to hurt if we're not careful and win the battle, lose the war. We have the High Priestess. You have your knowledge. You have your power. You have your intuition. You know deep down inside where or what you need to do, where or what you need to go, where or what needs to happen. You have this power. If it's going to take work, if you're going to have to put in time, where you're going to be, what you're going to do, and this is the true part of the intuition that the High Priestess speaks to us about. You and I've always heard, oh, this is your intuition card. This is your personal knowledge card. Most of these times, the High Priestess is holding the Torah, its knowledge, things they've learned, actual pure knowledge. And then with the moon and back, you use that knowledge to heighten your intuition. This intuition for you is going to be massive, but you're going to have to just don't guess at it. Stop, listen, meditate, and do what you know in your heart needs to be done, and use that personal knowledge. I've got the Four of Cups here. All right. What just came to me, don't know, and don't know anything about your situation, was you can't just sit down and let this go. It's going to take some type of action or whatnot, but don't be part of it. You might want to meditate for a little bit and let the gifts come in. If you're looking for an answer, gifts are going to be handed to you. So just be careful, be subtle, know what's happening. Everything, the devil, look at there, okay? Might be a habit or something, not so much a habit, a way of thinking or doing things that you've kind of attached yourself to. You might need to look for a different way to get something done. Free yourself from old expectations, old ways of doing things, and those things will happen. 5 of Pentacles, seek help, seek counsel. It's there. All you have to do is look up, okay? That's one of those things. If you need to talk to me, give me a buzz. I'd love to hear from you, all right? Bangarang. I hope that helped. Let us know, okay? So there we go. All right, Michaeline, let's see what's happening here. Michaeline. All right, mixing my cards up. I'm going to take a minute, have a drink of coffee, see where things are going. Boom, there we go. Michaeline, hey, Reverend Rob, I'm looking to just get a general reading for the next week, please. Thank you. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'm going to put the brakes on a little bit. Breathe, find out how everybody's doing, see what's happening. Hope everything's going well. Wishing everybody blessings. But Michaeline, let's take a look, okay? Michaeline is looking for a general reading. Need to get that for her and find out about next week. What's happening for next week? Here we go. Bring this up. Let's see. There we go. All right. So, Michaeline, your first card, the 4 of Wands. Man, what I'm seeing here for you is actually a celebration. Something that's happening with people that you know, different things. There's going to be some celebration in being able to find the 4 is that finding a base, finding out what's going on, okay? And establishing a great base in that fire, in will. And there's going to be other people involved, but this is going to be a time for celebration and some breakthroughs and for new plateaus, new things to happen, new platforms. When we go from there, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is, man, I got a money sign that came into me, and the Wheel of Fortune, good things might be coming to you is what I'm seeing. The wheel is like things are always changing, and I feel like something good is coming on and happening for you. The time that you're in is fixing to come over, and new things are fixing to start. We have the 7 of Cups. Choices, choices, choices. 7 of Cups is always about choices. Don't let them throw you. But what I want you to do, any 7 card is not about moving. Even that 7 of Wands, where we're defending ourselves, it's still about staying where we're at, not charging in. Stand your ground. 7s are about observing, looking at what's going on, finding, analyzing, checking, and make sure you check with yourself, check with spirit, that you're making the correct decision. I'm being told to tell you, remember, sometimes the decisions you make, it's okay to make them for yourself. Self-care, it's your life too, and it's okay to choose things for you. And that's hard for a lot of us that are older and been around with children and different things and relatives and whatnot. It's okay to make choices that are good for you, okay? Just that simple. We've got here finally, the 5 of Pentacles is up. And this is talking about needing help, looking, finding out. If you're coming into a problem next week and all of a sudden you're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go, remember, there's somebody, all you have to do is look up. There's somebody that has your answer to help you there, okay? Right there. See, he's so busy looking down and looking at the problem that he doesn't see all he's got to do is walk inside the church and everything's fine, okay? So help us there. Things will be there. You're going to get a little frustrated, but this is all going to be very good for you. Remember, look who's making an appearance again, the magician, okay? You get to create the world you want, all right? Make it, live it, enjoy it. You're going to have a great time next week, all right? Wow, bang right. Okay, let's go here. See what's happening. I hope everybody's having a good time. I'm keeping everything over here, so I try to stay on track rather than reading everything in the chat room or whatnot. But let's find out what's going on. Grace, may I please ask Reverend Rob, what is Michael from work intentions towards me after what has happened this past week between us? Thank you. You're not going to like my answer. Don't hate the messenger, okay? I'm saying give it space. And then you're going to have to pick up the phone. Do not send a text. Call. Boy, I could testify to that one right now, okay? Just had a big blow up with a friend. And then when we got off text and we called, and I literally was like, what the hell? He's like, I'm sorry, completely misunderstood. I didn't mean that the way it came off. You need to, this isn't what dating and everything is all about, okay? Is learning how to communicate and find out. What I'm really picking up right now, give it space. Give it time. Don't push. So Grace, let's take a look here. Going to bring this up. And your light card, Queen of Swords. Time for you to be smart about this relationship, okay? And that's what this is saying. For you, the Queen of Swords, you to take care of yourself and start thinking about you and not being codependent, okay? Finding your happiness, living your life, communicating. You are going to have to communicate to find out what happens. If this falls apart after whatever happened, okay, then where's the future if you can't, you see what I'm trying to say? This is what getting to know somebody, learning them, loving them is all about. It's about going, what do you mean by that? I didn't understand this. Having a conversation. And I tell you, my wife and I both learned this the hard way. So when we got together, one of the first things we started doing when we were dating, once a week, we'd be going somewhere, radio goes off. All right, we're in our first week. And she'll tell you, we did it, okay? Was there anything you misunderstood? Or is there anything I did? And I would be like, yeah, I didn't understand this, that, or that. Oh, that's not how I meant it. Okay. All right. Was there anything with you? But I would undergo the same thing and go, oh, I'm so sorry. Because again, I got a WASP, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant from freaking New England with the old Florida boy. All right. So some of our communication was on a complete different level. So that's what this is talking about. You have to be the master of your communication and learning what to happen with that feminine spirit, with that feminine looking inside and making sure that things are working right and talking through things. We've got here the Seven of Wands. Don't be defensive. I don't know what happened, but I didn't pick this up as defend yourself. You only know what that means. Do you need to defend yourself? And if you do, what are you doing? Okay. Why is this going there? What I'm picking up is you don't have to stand there and defend yourself. You know what? Misunderstanding. I'm sorry. And that's it. And then if y'all can't move on beyond that, this is the issue. This is what dating is all about. This is what marriage is all about. All right, is finding that. I'm seeing this is saying if you will understand these principles, everything's going to be fine. There's going to be a celebration. People are going to come around. Things are going to happen and you will be okay. But your happiness and staying on your track and knowing what you're doing is going to be paramount, and you at least will be happy. Down the road, everything's going to be fine. Stop worrying about this one thing. take care of it, do whatever. I don't know how much you love each other or whatnot, where this relationship is at. But for you, if you will follow these steps and remember, know who you are, communicate, be willing to say, no, this is accepted, that's not accepted. Don't change yourself for somebody. Things like this, the power of that femininity. Notice the ultimate power in the in the deck is represented by femininity. Okay, that power of knowing, here we go again, our mental prowess, understanding things mentally and knowing what to do, our emotions, being in control of our emotions, being in control of what happens around us in the physical world, and being in charge of that passion, that fire. That's going to be what you need to do. So there you go. I know that's not practical. A lot of my readings don't go the way a lot of people expect them to, but that's what I got for you, Grace. All right. Hope everything turns out well. Keep us posted. We would love to hear that. All right. So now, here we go. HBJ 1111 D1T. There we go. Let's find out what's happening. Welcome, Bangarang. Glad you are here. Hi, has GS been thinking of me? Got no clue. Don't read other people, okay? It's not right to try to get a sneak peek into what somebody's doing, okay? Think of it like a HIPAA law, all right? If he was going to a psychologist, all right, nobody would give you that information, all right? What I will tell you is here's what you need to know about being in a relationship with GS. What does HBJ 111 need to know about being in a relationship with GS? Here we go. So let's find out. All right, HBS, your first card. You know, we got the sun. All right. Things are working out. Things are going good. Everything's looking up. We've got the childlike faith. The sun's coming out. Sunflowers are coming out. This is starting out pretty good. We have the 7 of Swords that comes in on this. So what I want you to think about, everything's looking good, but this is telling me there's some dishonesty in here somewhere, whether it be from you, whether it be from him, or something. Somebody's not being completely honest and open. Whether it could be you're saying, oh, I love something that you don't, okay, because you're like, I'll learn to love it or whatnot to be around this person or anything. There's something going on where there's some truthfulness is at stake. And, I don't know what to tell you from there. We have the Chariot. What I'm seeing here is you need to understand, don't let things pull you off your life course. You keep moving. If GS is meant to be there, he will show himself or herself, okay, as whether they are going to be a part of you. What I'm getting is you need to keep moving on living your life regardless. Because if you get off into something that's not healthy, it's going to pull you off your life course. Remember, the question was, what do you need to know about being in a relationship with GS? Ultimately, we've got complacency here, some things that are happening. Be careful about becoming complacent, all right? And it's one of those things where there might be something better out there, but you're not paying attention, okay? Something better might be offered. Don't miss it, all right? There you go. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. We are getting there. Jazzy, let's see what's going on with Jazzy tonight. Hey, I'm going to get an official job offer from UCLA. Fantastic. Wow. That's got to make you feel real good. Okay. Am I going to get an official job offer from UCLA? They made me do an assessment after the interview that I get the position. You know what? We're going to go right here. You're asking a straight up yes or no question, and I'm going to bring this up and ask Pendulum, will you work with me this evening? Yes. Okay. This is a very heavy pendulum, so it's a little slow. All right. But, all right. Jazzy wants to know if she's going to get the job from UCLA. I got a yes. I got a yes. So I would take that at face value, and you just let us know what's going on, okay? And see what's happening. If I split the cards, Queen of Wands comes up for you, which is saying you're in charge. You're in, look at what you're doing at a desk, being in charge, and something coming through for you and something you really desire. So I'm saying everything right here is saying, look up, keep looking up, find out what you need to do, and find out what's going on. All right. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. Where are we at here tonight? All right. So, with all that being said, what a night. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate everybody being here. I hope everybody had a great night. I had fun. And Gillian, would you bring that down, please? That question. I can't. There it is. I found it. There we go. Oh. All right. Not loose in the control room. And that would be me. So that's what's going on. So everybody, remember, slow down this week. Take a breather. Look at what's happening around you. Get up every day. Do this just this week. Get up 20 minutes early. Get ready. Okay? Get yourself ready to rock and roll. But then you can sit down on your porch, at your table, wherever it is. Grab a cup of coffee, cigarette if you smoke, glass of tea, cup of tea, whatever it is, and enjoy. No phone, no TV, no nothing, and be alone for a minute. Allow your mind to be alone. If you have to do some exercises, mental, I keep saying I need to put that on a video of how to do the 20-minute, my 20-minute challenge. Let spirit talk to you. Listen to what's going on, okay? Do some deep breathing. Just start slow, but just start by saying for 20 minutes. And in that 20 minutes, the first thing you're going to do is say, thank you. Let that thank you go to whoever it needs to go to for you. If it's spirit, if it's guide, if it's your higher conscience, if it's shamanistic views, any of those things, okay? I call it God the All and the Mother, God the Spirit, all of everything that's around us. We have to remember to get up and say, thank you. How would you feel if a spouse got up every day, walked out the room, came back in, and never talked to you until they wanted something? Our relationship's not going to last. The nice thing is, our spiritual partner never leaves. They're always there. They're waiting for you to turn around and say, hey, thank you. Let me talk to you. Let's talk about work. And then be still and be quiet and listen to what spirit has to give you. That's where your true knowledge will come from. So, with all that being said, take what you want. Leave what you don't, but leave having experienced some peace, love, and light. Bangarang.